there you hear it. The thunder, the bells, the chilling atmosphere that has just filled this arena. We are gathered here tonight to witness The Undertaker make his return to the JWF ring. The icy cold stare of death that The Undertaker has given The Rock from the entryway. We've seen this entrance 1,000 times, and each time it sends chills. And the bell has rang, and we are finally underway to begin this contest. And The Undertaker out of the corner, throwing The Rock into the turnbuckles, and now The Undertaker with a chokehold of his own. But he's got to let go of snapped, and now he's got The Rock. And here comes a tombstone pile driver. The Undertaker just tombstoned The Rock. And there what's he doing now? Where's he? What? No, come on! The Undertaker over the top rope just leveled Rollins and Reigns to get to The Rock. And The Rock can't stand up. But The Undertaker's gonna... No. Another tombstone pile driver, this time to the floor on the outside. This is absolute chaos. I cannot believe what I've seen here. The Undertaker distracted...
Hey guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves. And today, we're going to review the WWE Network Spotlight Undertaker. Reason why I'm so excited about this figure is that he comes with a shirt that's basically what he was wearing during his 97-98 run. And I'm just so excited about that because I've wanted that Undertaker from Mattel for so damn long. This is the closest thing we've got to it. So let's get a good look at the thing. Packaging's pretty cool. I love the red and the black. The way they highlight the WWE Network and like the red flares everywhere, it just is cool. This is like my favorite standard default Mattel packaging. I like this more than the Elites and the Basics and whatnot. So anyway, so you got the Undertaker there on the front. He's also on the sides, looking like a scary beast. Look at that face. He looks like he's standing in line at Starbucks and they're all out of mocha chai tea. I don't even know what that is. On the back of it, it's got a little info card, again with that same picture of The Undertaker. As cool as these are, I've said this multiple times, I want them to actually put a picture of the action figure on the back of the packaging. I think that's a smart idea. It would deter repackers so the people can see what you're supposed to come with. That's just my opinion. Let's take a look at this figure. Voila! There he is in all of his Ministry of Darkness glory. Now, one of the cooler features about this Undertaker figure is that he comes with this amazing fabric robe. I'm so happy Mattel decided to go with fabric. I'm just really happy that they didn't give him like a terrible rubber molded robe. That just would have been, oh God, that just would have been awful. They probably would have screwed with the joints and everything like that. Some people were complaining about it. I think it's really good. Now, the hood part of it, it's not the best, I will agree. It looks freaking cool when he's wearing it just like this. You know, you do have to kind of finagle it a little bit. In fact, it kind of looks like a cosmonaut helmet, but without the face shield, just the way it's shaped. But I think it does look pretty damn good. You can kind of get it to sit off of his head, but again, it takes a little bit of work, and then it might not stay, but that's not too bad. So yeah, there's plenty of room for his arms to move around and stuff like that. And again, I just really like the way that looks. It reminds me a lot of the robe that Taker was wearing in the WrestleMania 2000 video game, which was the precursor to No Mercy if you never played that game. Held on by some Velcro. Comes off like that. Pretty awesome. Now this is the Defining Moments Undertaker head, so if you don't have the SDCC Undertaker, or like I said, the Defining Moments based off of WrestleMania 15, that's what this one will come with. It kind of sucks how on the packaging, it's the Undertaker where he has that like barbell piercing in his eyebrow. It would have been kind of cool if they could have painted that on or added that to the mold on here, but whatever. I don't think it looks as good as the Defining Moments one. I don't think it was painted as well. But again, you know, it's a Defining Moment, so they put a little bit more effort into it. And I don't really like the way the eyebrows look. The beard looks fine. It does look like Taker. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll make a good custom, but yeah. My plan is to swap this bad boy out, which I will do later. Let's talk about the rest of the figure. The very thing I love most about this Undertaker figure is the shirt. This is what he was wearing during his 97-98 run, like I said. It just is amazing. I had a figure of this when I was a kid. I loved it. And Mattel did a great job of recreating this. His little like cross things that go across the chest, those look really good. They got the gray, the studs are painted in gold. His shoulder pads, those look really awesome. Yeah, just to put a little bit more light on there. You can see that they're painted in. They're kind of like almost a bronze color in certain areas, but just that looks really good. And it does go all the way across his back. So again, and Mattel painted underneath Undertaker's hair. So just great. Good, just great. Oh, I love it. It's so freaking cool. So Taker's got the rest of his trademark tattoos. He's got his elbow pad there. His gloves are inaccurate though. He's sporting his MMA style gloves, which is what he wears now and has been wearing since like 2001, 2002. So if you have the Defining Moments Undertaker, I would swap those gloves out because those are more accurate. He's got tights on, and they have his Undertaker cross symbol, or like a variation of it. I really wish this was the version that had the crosses on it, or the X's, or whatever they're called. That was just my favorite version of that. And he's got giant laced up boots, which I think he had boots with like the boot covers on, or they just didn't have any laces on them, but I'll have to double check that. They're okay for what they are. Overall, the WWE Network Spotlight Undertaker. This is one of my favorites in the Network Spotlight line. I highly, highly recommend this Undertaker, especially if you're a Taker collector like myself. And I am going to be part swapping right now to make my perfect 97-98 Undertaker. I'm so excited! Yeah! And here he is, my fix-up 97-98 era Undertaker. The sole reason I was so excited for this Network Spotlight Undertaker body with the badass molded shirt. So yeah, what I used here was the Summerslam Heritage Basic Series Undertaker head sculpt from the 96 SummerSlam, and the gloves from the Defining Moments Undertaker. The skin tones are a little bit off, like you can kind of tell that the fingers are a little bit tanner than what's on the arms, and you can kind of tell that the head sculpt is just a little bit paler than what's on the rest of the figure, but it's not so bad. In certain lightings it looks spot on, and this one, just because I have so many different lights on it, it's probably what's really bringing it out, but I think it looks great. There's a dude on Instagram, Beast Nation, I think it's Beast Nation 007. He made probably the best fix-up of this Undertaker figure I've ever seen. Mine's pretty good. I think this is what most people are going to do, and I think it looks pretty friggin' badass. I actually thought about either painting the hair on it to be a dark brown, kind of like what Undertaker had at the time, or taking the hair from the Then, Now, and Forever Basic and like doing what Glenn Webb used to kind of do, where he would like heat it up and pop the hair off and just kind of swap it and then super glue it back on. I thought about doing that, but it'd probably be a lot easier just to paint it. Alright, so this is just a bit of a comparison between three Undertakers around this same era. You've got 96 Undertaker right here. This one's the 97-98 era Undertaker with the SummerSlam Heritage Series Basic head sculpt, or the Elite 23 head sculpt, head scan, whatever. And this is the Defining Moments, and just kind of giving you a bit of a comparison between skin tones here. I mean, this one is much paler, like the Elite 23. This is the best like skin tone Undertaker from this era that will fit on this. I tried using the Then, Now, and Forever Basic, but it was a little off. It was like the paleness of the skin was just a different hue. It didn't match at all. I would have liked to use this one because it has a little tear mark that Undertaker had during that time, but the skin tone is just off. It's more tan. Same thing with the Defining Moments. So if you planned on head swapping your Defining Moments Taker onto this one because it's painted better, it's not going to match. Skin tone's just too different. So it's just really weird that Mattel decided to release another Undertaker but in a different skin tone hue. It's just odd to me. But anyway, this is like I think the best version of a fix-up that you can do. Swap out the Defining Moments gloves from one of these figures here, and take the head sculpt, head scan from the Elite 23 or the SummerSlam 96 Heritage Series basic figure. Also, if you have this badass duster coat robe thing that the Elite Series 8 or 9 Undertaker came with, I would definitely slap it on this bad boy. I mean, look at this. This is just perfect Attitude Era Undertaker. It is so damn cool. I highly recommend this accessory. So overall, like I said, I'm beyond happy about my Undertaker fix-up. The Network Spotlight is still a pretty cool figure. There's just a bunch of things I would have changed on it to make it better. If I had to grade the Network Spotlight by itself, it's a solid, I'd say it's a B. It's a B or a B minus. That shirt's perfect. The tights are okay. The tattoos look good and everything, and again, the fabric robe, this is a cool accessory. I like the fabric robe a lot. Now, the head sculpt, they could have done a much better job of it. The skin tone, really hard to match up. That was kind of a pain in the ass. The gloves were inaccurate. The boots are inaccurate. So I got to ding it on that stuff, but for the rest of it, it's a really good figure. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a B. It's a B figure. But if you've got the parts and you've got the time and the money or whatever, swap out some stuff and you'll get your perfect version of the 97-98 Undertaker. Alright guys, this was Chase from Burnout Inc. I'm that guy with the gloves. Creatures of the night, you can rest in peace, because this Undertaker is badass. Alright guys, see you next time. And hey, if you want a more 3, 2, 1, I probably just would not include that at all. And today, we are going to review the WWE Network... 3, 2, 1. I really wish they would have had the... 3, 2, 1. Now, this being a Defining Moments figure, comes with all the articulation one would expect. Waist art... 3, 2, 1. Overall, I'm 3, 2, 1. With the SummerSlam Heritage Series... With the